Joining me today is Tamar Miller. Tamar is a wife, mother, and now a published, or soon-to-be published author.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so glad to have you. And the title of your book, Odd Moms Out. And
Yes.
we've got a pre-release copy right here. Super excited about this.
Yep.
So the title, Odd Moms Out, where did you come up with that?
Really, it was quite a few years ago, and I was just thinking through some different areas that I was going through as a mom, and I just felt like I was struggling having other ladies understand stages of life that I was dealing with raising kids and being in ministry with my pastor husband. And I thought, man, I just feel like I'm out of sorts. I'm just like this odd mom out that no one can really get a hold of, And I'd been already studying to prepare for some different things for ministry as a teacher. And so that just is kind of how it came about, and then moving towards what the book is about with studying some different wives and moms that felt out of
I think it's a great title. It really is. It's very catchy.
Yes, thank
so
you.
you're moving into that next question. What's the purpose behind this book?
The book is really about God's redemptive grace in the lives of 5 mothers, and it's 5 mothers that are listed in the genealogy of Christ for Matthew 1. And it's really exploring God's grace, just kind of intertwined with each of these stories that happen to be a part of the same lineage of Jesus Christ. So it's really looking at all of their stories, most of them in the Old Testament, one in the New Testament, to see how that all fits and points to Christ and the gospel message.
I love how you set it up because you, and I think it's part of the introduction, you kind of ask the reader to have this hypothetical, imaginary scenario where you are a journalist, a writer yourself, and you have an opportunity for this great story, and you have been given these names of these 5 ladies, and you're trying to figure out what's the common theme. And part of the introduction that you wrote goes like this: more questions asked, additional answers given, and similarities within their stories amid the differences begin to emerge, leaving you struck by the humbled gratitude in their voices as each woman explains how she has been surprisingly impacted by God's redemptive grace. And that really is a theme that runs through the whole book, right?
Yes, absolutely. And it really, when you finish it, it's meant to be that you explore, what is your story? How does that, how have you been impacted by God's redemptive grace? What are the details that you would share with someone versus not, because maybe those pieces that are tough to look at, you can relate to somebody else and encourage them. Hey, let's continue to persevere and point our stories to Christ and the gospel message. Because of Him, we can be redeemed.
So that's really the takeaway, is so that these ladies, anybody that reads this book, can see their own life and see how it points to God's grace.
Absolutely.
No matter what they're going through.
That's exactly right. Because it really isn't about motherhood. It is about these ladies who happen to be wives and mothers who kind of were grafted in many different ways, just through marriage and through other things, and how they were still a part of God's redemptive plan of bringing the Messiah to earth to live a life, to save us. And so it's looking at that as we look at other stories of God's redemption and just figuring out how that even looks like today. And so I'm excited about it and thankful for the opportunity from KharisPublishing.com to be able to publish that.
So when's it coming out?
It's scheduled to come out at the end of August. So there'll be an opportunity for pre-order, but it'll be available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble and KharisPublishing.com. And
what if somebody wants to find out more about you?
They can go to www.tamarmiller.com, which is up and running, the website. They can even have an opportunity when they sign up for the monthly newsletter. They can get a little taste of the book through a freebie PDF file. And
oh, cool.
Yeah, be able to get a little taster of it. So I'm excited about this opportunity.
Late summer, early fall.
Yep.
Book's coming out. We're
Yes.
super excited. Look forward to it. Can't wait to read it myself. Thank you so much for joining me today, Tamar.
Thank you.